Hi everyone, in this video we're going through sector probability, alright? And I'm going to go through an idea regarding with replacement. We draw something with replacement. So we begin with something very basic. We have our bag of bottle caps, or we call it, or balls. And inside this we have a few colored balls. So for example, we have 3 red balls and we have 2 blue balls. And we can also have 1 green ball. Okay, we just change the color to green. Okay, and for short we'll refer to them as RGB. So there's a red, and there's a B for blue, and of course G for green. So it's easier for us to do our working later on. This round. All right. When it comes to width replacement, we need to understand that it's a set of instructions. So I would like to draw 2 balls, but because it's width replacement, right, you can understand this as a set of instructions you have to follow. Well, step number 1, you take out 1 ball. Right, and because we have to draw 2 balls, we need to draw a second ball. But before we do that, we put back the first ball. Put back first. And after having done so, we will take out another ball. So this is what we mean by the replacement. So that's why we say this is with the replacement. You're replacing the first ball you took. Of course, they can repeat this multiple times, but in this example, we just narrow down to just drawing 2 balls. Right? So let's go through certain ideas regarding drawing 2 balls with replacement, and it allows recap and understand certain ideas about multiplication and addition. So first one, we'll try to draw 2 red balls. So we want the probability of 2 red balls. So we write this down as T red red. One thing to note is that we read this red as red and then red. Right? So when you see the word and in our working, we need to understand it is times. So let's look through what we have here. What the probability of drawing our first red ball? It is 3 out of the total, which is 6 balls, multiplied by 3 out of 6. So this is the probability when you take out the first ball, and this is the probability you take out when you take out the second ball. Of course, it's the same because it's with replacement, and that's why you can do it, just put as 3 over 6 as 3 over 6. And of course, you get 1 over 4. In this particular example, the working, you do not worry that you have to simplify because it's working, so you can worry about it later on. We'll do other parts of probabilities. All right, let's try an example. Let's say we want the probability of 1 red and 1 blue. Okay, so here we need to understand, we can first of all write P, 1 red, 1. But there are 2 ways this can happen, right? It is P, red, blue, or blue, red. As how we did in the previous example, the conjunction is over here, where it is red and then blue, and here there's a conjunction of blue and then red. Over here, and will tell you that it's times, and here will tell you it's times, and over here it's or. Just need to remember that is a addition. So how will it working like? Look at the following. Red, what's the probability of drawing a first red is 3 out of 6 multiplied by 2 out of 6, or 2 out of 6, which is the probability of you getting a blue first, followed by a red, which is 3 out of 6. Calculate this, and you get 1 out of 6. Right? That's it for this video. Thank you.